The appellant, who is the original plaintiff in Special Civil Suit number 7 of 2017, has filed this second appeal against the judgment and order dated 31st-7-2023 passed by the learned district judge 1 Latur (hereinafter referred to as the learned first appellate court) in RCA number 30 of 2018, whereby the judgment and order dated 12/1/2018 passed by the learned civil judge senior division Latur (hereinafter referred to as the learned trial court) in aforesaid suit was confirmed. Para. Background facts are as under. Para. The appellant plaintiff is the brother of all the respondents. Their father Keshavlal Shah allegedly died intestate on 15/1/2004. Their mother Josna is also no more and she died on 23rd/7/2005. As much the appellant plaintiff and respondents are the legal representatives of Keshavlal and Jyotsna. Keshavlal had acquired a plot number 53 at Latur, measuring east-west southern side 51 feet 6 inches and northern side of 40 feet 9 inches and north side south eastern side 76 feet and western side 74 feet. Out of the said plot, father of the appellant plaintiff decided to sell southern side portion of the said plot to plaintiff, and accordingly the plaintiff purchased the same by way of registered sale deed on 21st/6/1999 for a consideration of rupees 1,50,000. The remaining part, northern portion of the entire plot number 53, is now the plot in dispute. The appellant plaintiff claimed that his father Keshavlal died instead, but the respondents defendants, in collusion with each other, prepared a forged and fabricated will deed dated 27/1/2000 by taking disadvantage of ill health of his father. According to him, the said will stood in favor of respondent number 2 and 3, was in fact illegal and void, and therefore he filed a suit for partition in respect of the said suit property. Para. The respondents, after appreciation, constructed the suit by filing written statement and supported the will. According to them, the suit of the plaintiff appellant was hopelessly barred by limitation, since he was already owing about the execution of the will much prior to the filing of present suit. The contended that the appellant plaintiff had in fact admitted the said will by producing an affidavit of respondent number 2 in his own suit RCS number 409 of 2013, which he had filed against Municipal Corporation Latur on 25/9/2013. Thus, they claimed that the appellant plaintiff, by way of drafting and by indirectly challenging the said will, tried to file suit which was completely barred by limitation. They also filed application exhibit 19 and 20 for rejection of the plaint under order Roman 7 Rule 11 of the CPC by contending that the suit was barred by limitation. The learned trial court, on the basis of those applications, framed preliminary issue as to whether the suit of the appellant plaintiff was barred by limitation, and ultimately rejected the plaint by passing an order dated 12/1/1918. The appeal preferred by the present appellant oblique plaintiff before the learned first appellate court has also been dismissed, and hence this second appeal. Para. The learned counsel for the appellant oblique plaintiff vehemently argued that the present appeal involves following substantial question of law. Para. Number 1. Whether both the learned courts below failed to appreciate that for rejection of the plaint under Order Roman 7 Rule 11 of CPC, only averments of the plaint are required to be considered and not the defense. Number 2. Whether the issue of limitation being a mixed question of law and fact was ought to have been decided on the basis of evidence. Number 3. Whether the learned first appellate court was justified in dismissing the appeal without framing proper points for consideration. Stop.